On July 23, 2020, a chilling 911 call was made in Orlando, Florida, reporting the sound of gunshots.
Gunshots, multiple.
Did you see anything suspicious or you just heard it?
No, ma'am, just here.
Okay. How many did you hear?
Oh, man, it's about 8 or 10, if not more.
The caller estimated there were at least 8 to 10 shots. Police rushed to the scene and discovered the lifeless body of 41-year-old Eloy LeBron in his white Toyota. The investigation quickly led to two 19-year-old women, Marquis Hamilton and an accomplice, who were captured on surveillance footage driving a white Saturn away from the crime scene. The footage also showed the women getting out of the car at their apartment complex, leading authorities to suspect their involvement in the heinous crime. The police began by interviewing a family member who had spent quite a bit of time with both suspects. They hoped that the family member may have overheard something from Marquis and Jaria that would help the police later during their interview with both women. The officer then asked the family members several questions about their whereabouts the day before. When asked where the girls were, the family member denies knowing their whereabouts. The officer then stresses the seriousness of the situation, telling the family member that someone in the vehicle that they were in yesterday murdered someone. The officer also points out that the family member's laughter and smiling behavior when answering questions is an indicator of deception. Subsequently, law enforcement interviews an eyewitness who asserts to have witnessed the shooting incident. The eyewitness narrates the incident and confirms that both the driver and passenger fired their weapons. The witness identifies where the passenger was shooting from and describes their arm movements. While the witness believes that the driver also shot, their description of the driver's arm movements is unclear. The interrogation room was tense as Detective Overfield began questioning Marquia. She expressed her frustration with the lack of communication and transparency regarding the warrant for her arrest. The detective tried to reassure her that he just wanted her to be honest and tell them what happened. Marquia denied any involvement in the shooting, insisting that girls don't have beef like that and that she never fired a gun. However, the detective pointed out strong evidence against her and her cousin who owned the car used in the shooting. Marquia claimed that her tattoos would have identified her as the shooter, but the detective showed that she didn't have the tattoo at the time of the crime. The detective believed that they had enough evidence to prove her involvement, but was open to the possibility of mitigating circumstances. The investigation had lasted for 2 months and they needed to solve it. Jaria, a potential suspect in a murder case, is finally interviewed by detectives after showing frustration and impatience. During the interview, she denies any involvement in the crime, but exhibits anxiety and defensiveness, with inconsistencies in her answers that match the shooter's description, raising suspicions. Jaria's insistence on her innocence and her request for her mother's presence do little to dissuade the detectives, who revealed that witnesses placed the gunshots on her car and suspect her and Marquia as the shooters. Despite her resistance, the detectives relentlessly pursue the truth until they extract the information they need, leading to an unexpected turn of events. Jaria and Marquia were charged with manslaughter with a firearm despite their denials of guilt due to the suspicion that the witness is actually the murderer. The prosecution believed that the victim was a bystander who was caught in the shooting. They were released on bail and were awaiting trial. So that about wraps up this video. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and if you did, please consider pressing the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Check out some of our other videos while you're at it, and we'll see you back here again for a new video. Bye for now.